let's do it. So as you can see, the theory, okay, here we have the theory, and here we have the translation, all right? And of course, then we put the nice shading, the chalk, a background, you know, the shadow. We make it more dynamic. We make it more softer. Yeah, the audio quality is very good, but the volume is very low. The volume is low. Okay, so I put the volume a little bit higher. Is it better now? Tell me if it's better now. Norbert and Yash, please. Yeah, it's right. Thank you, Razvan. Okay, I put a little bit higher. Okay, I have to learn because when I see here in front of me on display that it goes on the yellow, the audio thing, then I'm always scared that it's starting, that is always going to in distortion. That's why. Okay, perfect. Then I don't touch it anymore. Thanks. All right. So then I made another one, which was this one. This was very simple way to show how you use chalk to make your windshield with the reflection and the chalk that moves over to show how the roundness is done. Okay, cool. Thank you, Norbert. Thank you, Razvan. To do 100%, it's not loud enough. Yes, okay, good, perfect, okay. All right, so I remember next time it's gonna be between 30, so I have to put it always like that. So this is the way you can use chalk, okay? This was just an exercise, and you can see that we already see with a little bit of chalk, we already see the roundness, the feeling of that roundness of the windshield. Okay, then I made this one that probably everybody saw already. This is also another sketch that is just to show how we use the technique, okay? Wait, and you can see that we have everything here. We have the reflections, the highlights, nice chalk work. We have all the whites. We have a nice dark shadow. There is an explanation here why this reflection is not going over there and it stops here. So this is something that you never have to forget, okay? And then this is the most important thing is this part here, because as you can see, this is the section of the door of the car. And here it's explained how the light is hitting that surface, you know, and how the shading of the reflections and the core, it's really behaving on the surface, so that you can put you know, the chalk and the pencil and everything else. All right, okay, all right, just a second. 30, okay, all right, okay, so now how many are we? 15. This is the last one that I made using a color background associated with the color cast shadow. Now the color cast shadow, and this of course will create red reflections, you know, around in this area. For example, you can see the transparency effect. It's really nice. It looks really transparent, like that thing in the back. We can see it through the glass. And also to make this, it's on the cast shadow, it's something that sometimes, very often actually, designers do, you know, to make an effect, a scenario much more dramatic and much more dynamic. Okay, so that's the cool thing. Now, now that we did this and I showed you that, I think that it's time to start building up our perspective. But before we do that, I would like to show the difference between what is a liquid reflection that that Alice Hamilton just asked to remember. So to do that, I will take a nice pencil. Okay, I am searching also for my pencil sharpener. Okay, I'm just plugging in my pencil sharpener. All right, I did it. Okay. Okay, so let me move a little bit the camera. Okay, that's good. Okay, so when we talk about liquid effect, we can also say it in American language, because I have several American designers, friends, that use the same words. A pool of light, you know? Or liquid or pool of light, it's the same thing. So what is it? So when we have a car, wait, I take off my glasses, unless my eyes are gonna burn. When we have a car, all right, that is a soft car in its section, okay? Okay, let me take a marker. I use my dark blue marker, okay? So when we make the reflection that is a liquid reflection, in reality, we are doing this. Look, I show you. You see? So when we have a car that has those type of sections, you know, that are very, very soft, like lots of the cars in the late 90s, you know, where the section here is like it's like this one. So this point to this point, okay? It's like I exaggerate a little bit, okay? And then we have the glass here. When we have sections like those, automatically the reflections will never be like we have them on an Audi or a Volkswagen of a few years ago. Those are called liquid reflections, you know? Also this one on the side. Because the whole body, it's made of very soft surfaces. Therefore, the light, it's very round, has a very round contour because of the theory of reflections, you know? Hamilton, Ellis, is it clear so far? Let me know, huh? So, quick question, can we do this technique with pencil or we must use only chalk? Miroslav, no, you can do it also with the pencil, also with markers. Chalk, it's another way to use, to make the color or the shading of the sky in a way that looks like an airbrush. But you can do it with pencil, like I did many times on my sketches, and you can do it also with markers. Okay, so this is a liquid reflection. Now I can show you another example, you know. For example, let's take a front hood, okay, engine hood, all right? So this is a hood. Here we have the lights, whatever. The wheel is here, okay. The most important thing, imagine if you have a section here that is like that, and then it comes up and comes down, all right? Can you see the section? Okay, Yash, cool, thank you. So now that you see that section, let's see what happens to the surface. That's important. So my surface comes here like that, and this one like this, okay? All right, and then let's say that it's like that, okay? Here it's the opening, you know, for the windshield. So let's make the outline of this front hood. A little bit of line quality. Okay? Okay, so let's do this, and after I'll show you what happens. Okay, so now we have our hood, all right? Now look at the sections. In this area, it's a little bit comes down, goes up, like that. So the surface in the front area, it's more bubble, but going back it becomes more flat because it has to arrive to the area where the windshield will start, right? So here it must be kind of flat, right? So it is very interesting to see the development of the surface with the sections, because with that we can play and sketch the reflection, and we will discover whether those reflections are pool of lights or liquid reflections. So this one was too round. It's more like that. Now when I arrive here, it's just a little bit. Just a little. Okay, so just a little. So what happens here? According to the rules of reflections and light, look what happens. That's the first reflection. You see? And of course here, we have the second one. You see? So now if I take my marker and I draw those reflections, all right, and this is on the windshield. So now you see that when we have surfaces that are round surfaces, we have reflections that are very gentle, very, I would say, romantic, okay, not harsh, very soft, and therefore called liquid. So it's the same thing here, you know. Look at the section, very, very round. Look at the section, very round. So here I can make another section here, one here, one here. But look what happens when I put the section here. It's kind of straight and comes down. Because that's the part where it's coming down and then goes up again. You understand? Okay, so I hope that that this is a little bit more clear. All right. Okay, so let's complete here. All right, so now what do you think if we go and try to make that beautiful perspective? Okay, now we are 21, 23. That's cool. Welcome to everybody, also to those that are not writing or not commenting. Don't forget that if you really like what we are doing, there is a nice super chat there that you can click just in case, like someone already did before. And we have to say it because that's true. Our friend Policius already offered coffee to me. Okay, so now let's go back to the picture, which is this one. Okay, so the most important thing that I like of this picture, I put the camera a little bit closer on my telephone, okay, is that we have a point there. And this is the point of our perspective. I mean, it's really fantastic. You have the line of the circuit, you know, of the racing car circuit, that is helping us to understand the perspective. And also those lines here, it's like a perfect perspective scenario, like seed meat type of painting. Yes, Alice, Jaguar E-Type is the best example, one of the best examples of having a beautiful liquid, romantic, elegant reflections on cars. Yes, exactly. So if I take my image here, let's replicate that. Let's see what happens. Okay. I put the camera a little bit higher so you can see everything. Looks nice. The telephone is just behind me. That's okay. That's a surprise, but that's fine. All right. So we put a line here. All right. Then it's a little bit like this, you know. It's a little bit like artistic drawing. I love it. And then we have here and then we have that line here. So now that you see how this composition is starting to come out, okay, you see that it's already very, very exciting. So we have a point there, you know. perspective, it's here. The point is there. All right, you see, beautiful, very, very, very dynamic. Yeah, Miroslav. Also, the early Ferrari models had the same type of reflections. A little bit more. Uh, uh, the ones from the 50 and the 60, yes. 70 and 80, it was a design that was much more concentrated on a flat type of surfaces. And then in the late 90s, those surfaces that are a little bit more rounded, more softer and nicer, came back. And I'm very happy that they came back. Okay, so, all right, so this is, all right, and then we have also here in the back, we have the trees, you know. You see, it's important that you learn a little bit like sketching, like artistic drawing. It's very important because it helps. It helps to understand the light, the shadow, all that stuff, you know. All right, and then here we have a series of because this is like a I don't know, like a bridge on top, something like that. You know, a perspective effect. You know, the distance between those structures become always bigger and bigger and thicker, of course, because we see them. We see their faces, you know. And as long as we go forward far, they become smaller and closer because of perspective. Okay, you see? And now, what do we have to do? The car. So, if we take this, you know, if the car is like this, so first of all, I'll try to figure out where are the wheels, you know. The wheels, I think, are here, around here, you know. Long hood, also because of perspective, it looks like there is a fish eye effect, a little bit of the camera. But one thing that we have to notice in this perspective, we have always another point coming down here. You see? Because you have that one, and then you have another one down here. George Matos, come to learn from living legend. Greetings from, hey, thank you, George, from Brazil. So today we have Argentina, Peru, Brazil. Wow, it's fantastic. Perfect. In Brazil, there is my friend Leandro Trovati. Sketch it. I think you know. I think you should know him. You know, you should go and check his channel because he does a lot of Procreate and Photoshop stuff, but it's perfect. It's just perfect because what I like and I really appreciate from Leandro is that he starts from foundation, you know, just like me. I don't go into digital, he does, and you understand how this guy, that is an excellent teacher and good designer, how he takes all the foundations of basics of drawings and makes them you know, transfers them into digital expression, doing some excellent stuff. Ah, you are from Wales, Hamilton, all right. Ah, George, you are his student, that's cool. Then next time say hello to him. I had a chat with him yesterday. Anna Maria, Croatia, all right. So we are going from South America, we coming back to Europe. Cool, great. Ciao Anna Maria. All right, so now let's let's do it. But you know what? I don't want to do the same car because why to do the same car? So I will try to be a little bit creative so that we can do something different. Okay. So Anna Maria, your last name is Chitkovic, right? Chit Chitkovic. Okay, I hope I pronounce it really well. So, what can we do here? First of all, let's make this really round, okay? Now I'm going with my head, all right? I'm not respecting the picture anymore. And then, of course, so here we have, let's make a supercar, something that is really, you know, something that is kind of, you know, it's coming out. Little by little, it's coming out. Ok, thanks Anna Maria, grazie. Like Croatia, voi parlate italiano. I know it because I was there several times and all my friends from Croatia, they speak very good Italian. So let's imagine that this point is okay, okay? And also this one. So let's make an accent of line quality here. Can you see the car? It's coming. It's coming out. Little by little, it's coming out. So, first of all, I want to have a Coke bottle effect, like an American muscle car, all right? Let's do it. Let's not have this just straight like that. So, if here I have my wheels in the back, then you see this is going to be you see we are making this part wider in the back, and then we let that part come in a little bit and then come out. You see? What do you think? Do you like this? I think it's more sexy. What do you think? I'll do it on the other side too. All right. Yeah, like that. Thank you, Lester. Greetings from Netherlands. All right, my big boss is from Netherlands, Mr. Lawrence van den Acker. All right. Okay, so I'm liking this so far. Okay, good, good. Encourage me. I keep going. All right, so we have a sort of muscle here, but to do that, we have to think what's happening also on the side of our belt line. So you see, I'm changing that a little bit. I know that it's very small change, but believe me, it's important. Important to make sure that we understand that everything goes well together, you know? So this one, for example, can come down a little bit. This one too, you know? And here, I just want to make sort of a wing in the back. Why not? Because a wing is always nice. You see? Now we have a wing in the back. So let's go here in the front, because now the big thing is the front, because the front is the face. So we have to use the LEDs, you know, we have to use some really nice air intakes to make the hood kind of powerful. So let's see. So if I start from the belt line, you know, from the belt line, and I go like that, I can create a change of the surface. And I do the same thing here. Then on the side, I can make a little bit chiseled sides, you know, just to cut a little bit. You see? Something like that. You see? Would be nice to have pop-up headlights. Razvan, okay, let's do that. I will try to do. But here we have to take advantage of those two lines. You know, we don't want just something flat with those two lines. So we need to play with surfaces so that there will be some sort of change. Something is up, something is down. So the reflections can play a very nice role into this. So let's imagine that we're splitting, you know, a little bit. You know, like that. Okay, so if we do that, we can imagine that this goes inside this part, and here we get a sort of a point. You see? So now we have a nice section, very round here, coming down, big radius, I mean, nice radius, okay, and a nice hood. I just want to put the radius. I'm not gonna put the lights, Razvan, the way you suggested. I'm sorry. I think that I think that here it would be, I don't know. I can try, but I don't feel it. Let's see. Let's see. What can I do? I can do something like that. Then I can do something like this. And then I can do something like this. Because those lights that pop up, they must be very technical, you know, not round and stuff like that. They must be technical. So we want them to be really harsh, you know, which is good if we think that the whole car has some interesting, you know, like that, for example. Now I put the second one on the other side. So here and here. All right, let's do it. Okay, like that. Okay, Razvan, that's the way I did it. I hope you like it. Now I want to create an effect of low front part, like bumper, that has a sort of a spoiler underneath. So let's see. You see? So we're adding a little bit of the front. It looks like a Ferrari, like an old Ferrari. But anyway, it's fine. No problem. Most important thing that you understand how it works so that you can try. Okay, and here too, same thing. All right, so now what we need to do, we need to put the air intakes. First of all, I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do that. And I will make a big mouth, you know, like this. Can you see? You see? Yeah, Razvan. Yes, more like a Ferrari Roma. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's fine. Then we can put the cut line here, you know, like here. Then here we can clean up those lines. All right. we can imagine that we have a little bit of the interior, okay, and then here on the side we have to make some openings. And we do it. Okay, one is there and the other one is gonna be here. All right, you see? Now we have our car. Now, one thing we can add here for sure. First of all, here like that, like that. Then we can add also sort of graphics, or we can do something like this, like a lot of those supercars do, you know. They have this black area in the front where there are some mechanical parts and stuff. You know, like that. Then another thing we can do, we can just add a little, two little funky, you know, rear view mirrors like that, for example. Can put a little bit of a logo. All right. And one thing we can, I just want to check one thing on the, yes, okay, so, and then there is the shadow, and the shadow, in this case, it's gonna be like this. Okay, so you see the whole composition now, I show you like that. It's kind of nice. Hey, Frederic, ciao. Thank you. The weekend was good. Thank you. Yeah, not bad. Apart that my Milan AC lost in a very stupid way in Milano, the match, the soccer game, but aside of that, everything was fine. Thanks. All right, so we are 30 people. That's great. Thank you. You have a super chat just in case you like what I'm doing. All right, so I just want to make a sort of resume of what we did so far. Okay, so we went, for those that don't know, we went from a picture that I have here, which I really like, which is this one, okay? And this is beautiful Mercedes. And then from this one, we took the scenario, the perspective. You cut the, yeah, you saw, so you watched the game. You see, it was a bad game. And then what did we do? We try to take this one and try to make something different. All right, but always using same perspective, okay? So now that I have all this, okay? Disappointing, yeah, very disappointing. Sorry. I really hope that the next Sunday when they will play, they're gonna perform better, because unless they risk really to be sucked in the medium part of the classman. That's not good at all. All right, so first of all, I would like to sketch the reflections, knowing that if the shadow is here, the light is coming from the back, right? So I'm thinking that the light is coming from the back. Therefore, I have to be very careful what I do. So in this case, I have my so here we know that this part it's gonna be dark. Then we have reflection here. A little bit like that. And then it's gonna stop there. Because this time, this part, it will have the light. Because the light is coming from there. All right. Then this part is gonna be dark. This is all this front part is gonna be dark. Okay, so I will use just my pencil. Okay, I will sketch. This is a really a sketch study before we would imagine to go into a rendering or using color or illustration. Okay, this is really the first step to make sure that we have things under control. Just want to check and fix this. Okay, it's much better now. Okay, so I will start making the shading, all right? Then I'll do it here. So the windshield is going to be really dark on the left because the light is here. And in transparency, we see a little bit of the dashboard, which I have it here, you see? And here. Can you see? Then here I will have just a nice shading. Always finishing to the white because we want to make sure that the reflection is a reflection. You see? Now I clean up some lines and I make the transparency of the dashboard a little bit stronger. Just a little bit, but not where is the white, because we don't want to, where is white there is such a reflection that we cannot see. Oi, Neger, 114, thank you. And this part here, in the back here, it's in shadow. You see? All right, so now we have to do this part here. So let's do it, because here we have to put a texture. So first of all, we know that this part inside that goes inside the hood, it's not body paint, it's dark. So maybe it's a fiber, carbon fiber, whatever, those type of materials. I just want to change a little bit the outline, make it like a point, like a V shape. You see? But what we have to do now, what I will do, I will add some lines. Like that. Look. So it looks like there is a sort of an air structure, something like that, some aerodynamic elements. And I am following always this type of acts, when I'm making them. Okay, and here in the back it's in shadow, so it's gonna be kind of dark. All right. Now the car is coming out, huh? It's starting to come out. Let's do little details that show that this is a wing. Little details like that had a lot of three-dimensional feeling to the car, to the detail. Okay, so now the most interesting part is this one, because now we have to think how it's gonna be. So first of all, I know that this one here, it's gonna be dark, because it is in shadow. And the lower part is gonna be darker, because it's going inside, it's really going inside toward the front grille. So this part here, look. You see? Look how nice. It's really, it's going down inside. Now this part here, pick up the light. So here just a little bit, and then nothing. So now I can just make a little bit of shadow here. All right, and I can also work on my grill. So my grill, it's like that. The top part here is in shadow because it's inside, you know, it's inside. Therefore, there is the shadow of this part, of this part. And let's put it. You see? Look. Now we can really see the three-dimensional feeling, you know. Hey Charlie, come on Rangers, yes. I would say come on Milan, but as I was saying with Frederick, they were disappointing this week. All right, so now we have to do the reflection here. So all this part is in reflection, and then there is also another thing. There is also this, because there is a little reflection of all this windshield here. So let's start. First of all, this is the line, okay? A little bit around because this surface, it's not flat, it's a rounded surface. Then when we come here, there's a little bit of radius. Because we have a nice radius here. Therefore, our reflection then moves up. So, let's do it. Sorry for the noise, it's my bracelet. And I will always make the reflection shaded, dark, light, always. Don't forget that, okay? And I want the beginning of that reflection to be really dark. Okay, so this is one. Then we have the double little reflection that always comes out. Okay, like this one. Okay, so let's see. You see how nice? But it's not finished because now we have to put the core. And the core is gonna be here. Now, this reflection is here, but here we have another one, like this one. Because it's like on the hood, it's also here. But it's gonna be less because in this area the car is coming down. So the reflection, it's not following all the way. And we're gonna do it exactly like the other one. I will use the same shading effect, same value. You see? Hey, it's looking good. So what do you think? Tell me something. Speak, write, comments. Let me know if you like what I'm doing. Okay, now we have to do what we did on the windshield in terms of core, going from dark to light. We have to do it here, and we have to do it here. So let's do it. I better do like this. So I don't want to go, I don't want to touch here, I don't want to touch the end, okay? Only in the center area, I'll make that core, you know, like airbrush. Okay, so this is my base, okay? You see? But it has to be darker. So I have to do it darker, and I will do it darker. And the darkest spot is here. Why it's here? Because this is the area where the car is changing. You know, it's the surface is going over the other side. Therefore, the concentration is gonna be here. And you see that the darker I get, the more glossy it will look. You see? Look. Thank you, VJ. Thank you very much. I'm just curious to see how you do the environment. Yeah, I will do that too, Policious. Don't worry. I mean, you offered me a coffee. I have to. It's the minimum I can do for you. All right, so now let's do here. You see, I am in the center, and then I move toward the reflection, but I leave it white. I move toward the other reflections, and I leave it white. This is important because I'm giving the form. Now we can read the volume. So I had to be very careful how I do it. Because if I mess around, you will not read the surface that I have in mind. And of course, the darkest part has to be as dark as this one. Of course, they go together. So you gotta work. You see, I'm working it. It's not that fast. And you have to feel the way you're spreading, you know, that light and that shadow. You see, I'm getting always darker. Okay, let's check. Let's see if it looks nice. Well, not so bad. Same thing up there. I forgot. The light is coming from there because look at the shadow. the shadow is shifted. Therefore, I imagine that the light is a little bit like this, you know. Oops, like that. On from the left part. Okay, look. All right. Now here has to be dark. Then the little holes here, they're gonna be really super dark. Also this one. And in the grill, I will do the same thing. I will do the same thing I did in this area. I will apply a little pattern, you know, so that we feel that there is a grill there. Let me see. Let's do something a little bit. Okay, you see? All right, now there is the shadow. The shadow is really dark. Thank you. I don't know what is your name because it's written in Russian and I cannot read that. But anyway, thank you, Mr. Awesome. Okay? Awesome. Okay. So now I will go with the pencil, okay? And I will do it. Okay, try to be in order, all right? Now this is the shitty part. It's always this one at the end of the page because it becomes always so difficult every single time. But this time I'll do like that. There you go. You know. Okay, let's continue. Now it's very important the value of this shadow because it has to be dark, really dark. So I have to make sure because we need that dark value unless the car it doesn't pop out, you know. You see now the car is coming out because this is really super dark. Then the rest you can do it like in an artistic way like I'm doing here, you see, like that is fine. And I have to do also this part of the shadow we also want to be really dark, but how? So if I read the shape I made, I have to modify a little bit. Like that, then like this, so that it pick up a little bit of this. And now this part will be darker. I love those pencils because with this pencil you can do all this type of you can play with all this type of tone values. One pencil and you can really go from value 10 to value 0. Hey, ciao Fleurs, ça va très bien toi? Un nouveau dessiné, merci pour être là avec nous. Look, j'espère que tu aimes ça. So it's really nice. You see? Look, nice, very, very dynamic, très dynamic. But there are some little things that we have to fix. Because this outline now, it's weak. Hey, Joito, 36, ciao. How are you? So this line now has to become really dark. This one a little bit darker. And also this one darker because those are reflections. And also here. You see how the contrast, it's helping a lot how to read. Then another thing that we have to do, here also the line has to be darker. Here has to be darker. So reflections. Look how wet is that reflection. Thank you, Joito. Yeah, I wanted to make this type of, this type of perspective today. Then another thing we can do here, also here make a little bit darker. So it's like we have a reflection, All right, now let's see the background because in my opinion the car is done, So what do you think so far? On the car I think that shouldn't do anything. Unless I risk to make a mess out of it. Little details. You see? Now we have a feeling of a sports car, you know? Okay, this is an illustration. It's becoming an illustration project, but it's okay. No big deal. We're having fun. And it's always a good thing that you learn how to do things like that because they are very useful. Now I go back and I see that basically, as we can see, we have some grays, you know, we have some grays type, and we have a nice contrast on the left, a little bit here. Here we have something like that, you know, where are the with the little, you know. So, you know, we have that. Then we have some publicity advertising ads, you know, like that. Okay, let's complete. What is your pencil hardness? Hard soft. It's a soft, Mr. Awesome. It's a, thank you, Vikash. Thank you very much. This is a soft Faber-Castell Prussian blue. Prussian blue. Okay. Okay. So let me do the dark parts. Okay, so did you see what I did here? Look, I made it dark, okay? And I left some white spots because it looks like there are a window, you know, of this building. Hey, Janice dice, hello Luciano Bove, I'm big fan of your work, greetings from Germany. Bitchen, danke. Great, thanks. Thanks, dear Janice. So here now it really looks like we have, you know, it's kind of late afternoon and there is the lights on. That's cool. Then we have the medium value, which is this one. You see? Let me go and check again the photo. Yes, it's like that. And the interesting thing is that on the right it's dark. And also here it's kind of dark. And then it shades on the left to light. But why? Because on the left we have something that's very dark. Therefore, you know, to create the depth, you know, it has to be like that. Dark, light, dark. You know? So this part, it's like we can do like that. Why not? Going to the white. Here, no, it's dark. And we're gonna make it a little bit darker because this is the wall that goes where are the shops, probably inside. You see, there are all the stairs there. So here too there is a little bit of shading. like that, you see? And then on top, of course, we must have a sort of a protection. Thank you, Policious. You know, we have to have a protection here. And here, coming down. Unless people will jump down. They're gonna bless themselves, you know. It's a nice illustration, this one. I think it's gonna be a nice surprise, also for myself. Huh? Okay, so, and then of course there is a little bit of shadow here, because don't forget, no, yes, there is a little bit of shadow, because here we have the stairs, okay? But there is the shadow this area here, so it's gonna be like this, with the difference that because there are the stairs, you know, we have to make these lines like that so that people understand that there are stairs there. Little details, but very important to communicate what we have. And then there we just make it, you know. You see? Look, now we have the area where you walk, you go inside, where there are the shops, the exit, whatever. Okay, so let's check again what we have here. So here we have still some really dark stuff. It's like the box, you know. But we had to put some following the perspective. I make those posts, you know, like the lights post or something, you know. You see? There? Oops, you cannot see. Now you can see. You see, that helps a lot to read the depth, you know. So another thing we have to do here, make those darker. You see, little by little, we are having all the values, the darkened lights, the perspective, everything exactly the way it's supposed to be. Now, in this area, to be honest, I'll just go like that. Kind of light, because this is grass. Then there is the white line on the asphalt that we can reproduce like that. Look, I'll make this darker and I let that stripe to be white. So the feeling is that that one is it belongs to the road. You see? Okay, so I think that we are not missing anything basically. Yeah, we can put here. There are some elements that are important, I guess. So we can do them. One, two, three, four, five, six. Kind of big. A little bit of shadow. You see? So we get a feeling of what's there. I'm still looking if there are some other things that I can add. You see how I make those lines? This comes from the exercise of the lines. No secrets. Okay, my friends, I think I'm finished. Now let me sign it because this one is nice. At the end, it's not that bad. Okay, so today is 16 03 21. Okay, so I leave it like that so that you can see it. Okay, maybe more better like that. Okay, let me read some comments. Mr. George, impressive. What a good color pencil can give. I thought that in order to make a render manually like this, I must use chalk, marker, and other mediums. Just awesome. Thank you very much. There are several ways you can make a rendering, several ways. Now, I would like to show you to all those people that were not with us at the beginning that when we do something in color, we do this, markers, pencil, a little bit of chalk, nice background, some reflections, but you can get the same illustration feeling just with the pencil. Just with the pencil. Thank you, Razvan. So you see, look, this one. For those that did not see, George, you were not there when I showed those ones. You see, this is pretty nice. Like this one too. You see, very shiny, very glossy. Hey Norbert, I really like the composition. Thank you, Norbert. Thank you. That photo was really, really inspiring. Believe me. And that's what you should do. Go and search for nice photos, Wait that I change I would like to change camera. So I'll make the transition. Here we are. And one thing I want to do, I want to put down a little bit this slide. It's a little bit too strong. So maybe you can see me better. Okay, maybe you see me yellow. But that's okay. So we can put this on the side. All right. So, I will show you again what we did, all right? So this is what we did. I think that the light, the way it is not good. Wait a second. Then I'll try to push it down. Okay, maybe like that is better. No, it's not better. Okay, then I'll do this again. I switch. so that you can see from here. Here the light effect is much better. I put it here, a little bit higher. Okay, there is a little mistake, it's here. Here. This should be a little bit higher. For the perspective. You see, I can see it. Okay, fixed. All right, it's being fixed. So wait just a second. While you watch, I change the background color light because so I don't look yellow anymore. If I put the red, I'm gonna look much better. Yes, now I look better. I can show you. Okay. I still have to learn how to control, you know. All right. So, thank you, Dimitri. Thank you. Thank you, Frederick. Gracias. Muchas gracias. So, I think that we had a very nice meeting, all right, online, live. I hope that you like this work, and of course, let me tell you that next week I will be again here, like every Tuesday. All right. If you really liked what I did, you got the super chat, super chat to offer me a coffee, just like Policius did before. And if not, it's okay. I would like to spend some little extra time if you agree. If you have any questions, I can answer to your questions. Who does a hang above Hendrix on your wall? Yeah, Dimitri, you saw it, huh? This is Hendrix, yeah, it's one of my heroes because I try to play guitar. You know, if you go on my Luciano Bove channel on YouTube, but the other one where I play guitar, you can see some of my stuff. But I'm a beginner. I'm very humble. I'm just a beginner. I'm trying to learn. So I have few guitars and I have fun playing my guitars. So anybody else, anybody has something to ask me, take advantage. I'm here. Then I will take a picture of this one, of course, and I will post it on Facebook and also on Instagram so that you can see it really clear. If you want, you can save it on your desktop, whatever. Norbert, what are your favorite car designs that inspire you design style? That's a very nice question. Do you have available mentorship programs? Francisco, yes. Norbert, okay, Norbert that just made the questions, wrote the questions, is one of my students online. So if you want to be in my online class, no problem, every Thursday, 5 p.m. from France time, there is a €5 to pay on my PayPal account. You can just contact me on my email, and I will send you the links so that when Thursday we will start our online course in sketching cars, training you how to sketch better, and most of all to avoid any type of mistakes. I can send you all the links for Google Meet, and you can be there. Okay, so just in case, Francisco, you would like to do it, let me know, and yes, of course, participate. I'll be very happy to have you in class with us. All right, virtual class, of course. Okay, so Norbert, I will answer to you. First of all, my favorite design is Giorgetto Giugiaro, Il Maestro, the big maestro of the car design in Italy. I mean, he's the first one. The second one was Pininfarina Designs of the early 60s, 70s, 80s, okay? And then there is also, of course, a lot of Bertone, especially Gandini stuff, like Lamborghini Countach, Miura, Lamborghini Miura, all that period there. I am a little bit influenced by them, of course, because I am being Italian and being very much in love with what they did. But don't forget that I was 6 years in USA, in Pasadena, at the Art Center College of Design, and therefore I am very much influenced by what I experienced during those 6 years in America in such a school. So I am a little bit a mix of the two. I don't know if I answered to your question, Norbert, but that's how I feel. Jainam, sir, best spot taxi if we want a design. What type of color combination we can use? Color combinations. Well, we do color and trim here. I don't know. It all depends on you. It depends on your taste, in what you would like to offer, what type of feeling you want to create in the people that are inside the taxi pod. What type of experience they should live, feel. What type of feelings, emotions. So if you go with dark colors and some interesting LED lights, of course they will feel in a way. If they will choose or you will choose a very light environment, there will be a completely different type of emotions. When it's very light, it's very open. It's like you are outside your balcony, your terrace. You are part of the scenario, of the environment. If you are very dark inside, it's like you are protected inside the cocoon. So you are basically closed. So it depends what do you want to provoke. Okay, Norbert, I'm currently working on my portfolio. Is it possible that you could give me some feedback? Janice, yes, I can, but only few things, not too many, because lately this is something that I ask. It's kind of there is a fee, let's say. Okay, if you offer me a coffee or something, you can send me the whole portfolio and I'll give you an analysis. Unless send me few images and I can tell you what is right and what is wrong, so that you can move from there on, and you can do that. But anyway, I will write to you, my email. Those that don't know, okay, I'm writing my email so that you can email me. If you want a real technical analysis of your portfolio, which will take me some time, there is a small fee, nothing exceptional. Okay. With the 5 years, I will do it, but it's gonna take time. If you send me 3 or 4 images in a PDF, low resolution, just to show me a rendering, a sketch, Photoshop and stuff, I will be very happy. Don't worry, I will just be very happy to give you a feedback. Okay, so this is my email, and you can contact me also if you want. Be part of my online course on Thursday, okay? All right, there you have it. No, okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so I gave you my email. You can contact me. All right, and if you want, you can use my email, of course, to send me some of your sketches, just in case you want a kind of quick feedback. All right, so don't forget that we have 2 type of online courses. Okay, one is on Thursday, which are all people together, and then there is also face-to-face possible. That one has a little bit higher cost, but it's normal because I will be with only you for 2 hours. So if you are interested into that, I have a spot during the week, particular particular type of hour, which is I think the Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. in France. Okay, so then you have to check with your the dual time with your, according to your country. Luciano, what can you talk about Japanese car design? Who designed, did influence the development? What do you think? To be honest, I don't know very much. I had a Japanese teacher, Iguchi, when I was in art center. I know many Japanese friends, designers, some on my age, some much younger, and they all come from different design schools around the world. And so those that went to design schools abroad, well, those ones they are a little bit like me, a little bit an hybrid. You know, they have their Japanese culture, but they also are influenced by the American or the country that hosted them during their studies in car design, and therefore they are more international. They have a wider opening, you know, different type of approach. Those that that studied car design in Japan and they are just in Japan, like the beginning of car design in Japan, they were probably relying a little bit on what we were doing in the other world, yeah, in America, in Europe, you know, in Northern Europe, and uh, and then little by little they developed their own design. There have been a period where the design was a little bit strange. It's true, not all, but some, yes. And then they got all those new young people coming from design schools abroad, and they got them in. It's like in Italy, same thing. In Italy, your design studios are Italians and foreign people mixed together, and almost all of them went to design school. So today we have a better expression, I would say, of modern Japanese design interpretation, expression. Jainam, how can we join the online session? Jainam, you got my email on top of your head here on your comment. Write to me, and I will explain to you how easy it is to be part of it. Ehi Anna Maria, grazie mille. Grazie, grazie cara. Diego Brasil, el segundo brasileiro. Perfetto. Okay, good. I'm happy that I get people from South America, because in general I get a lot of people from India, and today it looks like there are people from India, but there are a lot of people from Europe and South America. So this makes me very, very happy. It's like more people are getting to know me. Just in case you don't know me, subscribe, okay? All right, subscribe to my channel, because we have two live meetings every week. Tuesday is for sketching, like we did today with this one, okay? Oops, like this one. And then we have design talk. It's Friday show, the design talk, during which I talk about design. We talk about design, okay? Besides, please, please, please go now and check my latest video that is called Future Mobility or Car Design, or the Future of Car Design. I just published it Sunday. Watch it and share it with your friends. Share it with all your classmates if you're in a design school, because it took me a long time to make, and I really wanted to make it well, very good. And a lot of people appreciated it. So if you didn't watch it, you should go there and watch it. After you leave me, go on my channel, Car Design, the Future of Car Design, click it and watch it all the way. 13 minutes, it's not long, but it's very, very rich, all right? Okay, Janiam, thank you very much. Thanks. Anybody else has another question? If you do, let me know. I am here. I still have, let's say, 5-10 minutes. As you like. Huh? If you're tired, you want to go, you can go. Huh? No problem. You know what I can do? I can show you I have a book. Let me switch. Okay, I switch camera. All right, so wait, I take my drawing out after we take the picture. All right, I have news. My studio is changing a little bit. I don't know if you realized, but I'm really doing an effort to make it more functional and also more scenographic. All right. Why I choose a talisman? Hey, Federico, I speak English, Italian very well. I mean, English, I think, well enough. Then I speak French well enough. And then I speak a little bit of Spanish. So the Spanish, it's not super, but I think I can understand. Also, when I watch a movie and when I talk with my friends from Spain or from South America, we are able to understand each other with my poor Spanish. So this is a very nice book I got as a present some years ago from Michelin. And I mean, if you want, I can show you some really beautiful pictures. You know, look how nice perspective too. Huh? If you want, I can show you this. The talisman, Dimitri, sorry, I didn't answer to you. Talisman, I love it. It's a kind of classic, but I really like it. And that's, I think we can do much better, and you will see the new talisman will come out. But basically, when the talisman came out, I said, that's the car for me. Nice, nice book. Look how nice this one. Here we have from the past, 1963, when I was born. Francisco, I'm a manufacturing engineer but study design for product industrial design. Wow, there exists a benefit to me learning an approach of car design. If you do industrial design, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know. Car design, we have a different way of treating surfaces than product design. So the only benefit probably you can have, you can see a different perspective in terms of creating shapes and volumes and lines compared to product design. That's for sure. Let me see it. There were some really interesting picture. Yeah, like that one. Look how nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. It looks like a Speed 4. And this is Hyundai America that did this. And Chris Chapman, that is written here, who is the head of the Technical Design Center. Chris was my classmate in America. We are friends. Yeah, each one of us went to different companies. So today, sometimes when we could go to, those automotive car shows, it was very nice to meet. I love the angle that choose today. Thank you, Joito. Thank you. Yeah, the book is very nice. They gave me I participated to a project, and then they offered me this book, and it's beautiful. There is a lot of beautiful stuff, but good inspiration. Very nice inspirations. Wow. This is nice. Impressive. Nice. Martini Racing. And here you can see the concept of the wheel. Those were all projects that people did for Michelin. This is a long time ago, because I was over there, what, 10 years ago. Hi, here we have Chris Chapman. You see, he's there from Hyundai. And this is my new boss, Gilles Vidal. I know him very well because from school too. And Gilles today is in the new Renault brand design, VP design. Beautiful, beautiful book. Bugatti style. Very nice. Oh, this is cool. So cool. Look at this. So nice. The Ferrari de Luciano. Ok, Joito. Gracias. Funky. Okay, my friends. Thank you very much. I show you again what we did today. And I think that we can say goodbye. So I gave you all the information about the course. I gave you the information for Design Talk next Friday at 6 p.m. So it's 1 hour later compared to today. All right. And then there is always some other shorts video that sometimes I publish here and there on this beautiful channel. Subscribe. All right. Take care. I really appreciate it. Okay. So wait a second that I can say to you hello correctly. Okay. Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you again, Paulicius, for your super chat. It really offered me a very nice warm coffee for today. And I really hope that you will be back very soon on this channel. Okay? Thank you very much. Ciao. Grazie. Ciao. Hey, Ryan, I'm sorry. There's always the last one that when I say ciao, that it gets there. Ryan, is very simple. This video, it's possible to watch it once I stop my live connection. Don't worry. You will see it, okay? Don't worry. So you click, you can watch it, all right? Ciao, Norbert. See you on Thursday. Yes. Ciao, Dimitri. My pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. Thank you. Ciao, guys. Ciao. And girls from Croatia. Ciao.